Hello students, let's quickly go through a short summary. The chapter Diversity in the Living World introduces students to the rich variety of plants and animals found around us and explains why protecting this diversity is important. It begins with a wise saying that compares trees to good people. As trees endure hardships and provide shade and fruits for others, just as good people work for the welfare of society. The chapter then describes a nature walk organized by a science teacher with the help of Dr. Raghu, a scientist, and Maniram Chacha, an elderly expert in identifying plants and animals and mimicking bird calls. During the walk, students observed different plants, birds, butterflies, monkeys, sounds, smells, and movements, learning that each living organism is unique. They understand that different bird chirps and varied plant shapes are examples of diversity in nature. Through observation and discussion, students learn to respect living organisms and appreciate biodiversity. The chapter highlights the contributions of scientists like Janaki Ammal, who worked to document India's plant diversity and played a major role in saving the Silent Valley forest in Kerala through public awareness and conservation efforts. The lesson then explains that plants and animals live in different surroundings and develop special features to survive there. For example, fish live in water and have streamlined bodies and fins, while goats live on land and move using legs. Plants and animals found in deserts, mountains, forests, and oceans differ because environmental conditions such as temperature, water availability, and terrain vary from region to region. Cactus plants in deserts have thick, fleshy stems to store water, while deodar trees in cold mountains have conical shapes and sloping branches to prevent snow accumulation. Similarly, animals like camels show adaptations based on their habitats. Camels in hot deserts have long legs, wide hooves, and one hump to help them walk on sand and store food, while camels in cold deserts have shorter legs, two humps, and long hair to survive freezing temperatures. Plants like rhododendrons also vary in size and shape depending on whether they grow in windy mountain regions or other climates. These special features that help plants and animals survive in their surroundings are called adaptations. The chapter explains that the place where an organism lives is its habitat, which provides food, water, air, shelter, and other necessities. Habitats can be terrestrial, such as forests, deserts, grasslands, and mountains, or aquatic, such as ponds, rivers, lakes, and oceans. Some animals, like frogs, can live both on land and in water and are called amphibians. The chapter stresses that damage to habitats leads to loss of biodiversity, causing decline in species like the Bengal tiger, cheetah, and great Indian bustard. To protect biodiversity, the Government of India has launched conservation projects such as Project Tiger and the Cheetah Reintroduction Project. The chapter also introduces Salim Ali, the birdman of India, who documented bird diversity and helped conserve important bird habitats. Finally, it discusses sacred groves, community-protected forest areas that preserve rich biodiversity and medicinal plants, highlighting the role of people in protecting nature for future generations. Thank you for watching. Learn smarter and practice better. Download our app.